sending end to the receiving end station. Okay, sending end to receiving end station. Supports. Support means what are supports? Supports means they are the maybe poles or maybe towers which supports the conductor above the ground from suitable height from the ground. Okay, insulators. They are attached to the supports and isolate the conductors from the ground. Okay. Cross arms. They provide support with insulators, dampers. They suppress wind-induced vibrations on overhead power lines. Dampers. The purpose of dampers is to reduce the oscillations, vibrations connected that happen because of the wind. Okay. And the spacers comes in the bundle conductors. When you have any bundle conductors, okay, the bundle conductors are close, they are placed very near to each other. So what happens in case of wind? What happens? They try to contact with each other. Okay, to avoid that, what you do? You provide the spaces for the bundle conductors. See here, we have different types of towers are there. We have suspension tower is there, and B angle suspension tower is there. Angle tower is there. Next D you have tension tower is there. Okay, and you have VE. E means angle tower, where you see the perpendicular by the line directions. So ivanni different towers mata. So these different towers, they are placed at different places according to the conduction current path, conductor's path. See here, this is the plan here. See the plan. Okay, in this plan, you can see the dotted lines. You have 3 dotted lines are there. Each dotted line represents each conductor. Okay, and at the same time we have the A, B, C, D, E. Can you see this? A, B, C, D, E. So here, so if the plan is like this, if the path of the transmission line, if it is like this, okay. So if it is a straight line, so in that place we go for the suspension towers, a towers which looks like this. Okay. See here, this is a tower. Okay. So in this tower you can see LC. You have 3 LCs are there. LC means live conductors. One phase R, phase Y, phase B. Okay. And at the top we have the EC. So what EC stands for? EC stands for earth conductor. So different positions are there. See here, when the path of the transmission line, if it is a straight line, okay, then you'll go for the type A tower. Okay. If we have any turns are there, then turn undanukondi. Okay, if we have any turn, okay, then you'll go for B type of tower, angle suspension tower. Okay, and if you have another turn moving towards what you call left, so right side, then you have angle tower. Okay, see here you have turns are there. Okay, so at C we will go for the angle type tower. Okay, now coming to the D, coming to the D, at D we have the tension tower. Okay, at D we have the tension tower. Whereas at E means whenever you have the line conductors, if they are what you call perpendicular to the towers. టవర్స్ కి కరెక్ట్ గా 9 degrees ఉంటే ఉండేటట్టు ఉంటే ఒకవేళ ఆ పొజిషన్ వస్తే దాన్ని గో ఫర్ ద టైప్ ఈ టవర్స్. ఓకే ఓకే దీస్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ టవర్స్. These are different towers based upon the voltage levels. Okay, see here, if it is of 60 kV, what is 2 into 60? What does 2 stands here? 2 stands for double circuit. Okay, 2 stands for double circuit. If it is a 110 kV, you have the tower structure like this. Okay, see here, I have the insulators in multiples of 3, means it is a AC transmission line. Okay, now coming to the C here, C it is of 300 kV. But if you see insulators here, these are insulators, the number of insulators here, they are not multiples of 3. It is multiples of 2. It means it is a DC transmission line. Okay, similarly come, if you see this part here, this type of structure is of 220 kV for AC. Okay, 2 means here 2 means 2 into 220 kV means this is 1 and this is 1, so total you get 2. So 2 into 220 kV. Okay, and this is for 380 kV. This is also AC line. This is also AC line, which is of 380 kV. Okay, now coming to here, this is a 400 kV. This is a 400 kV and it is AC. Okay, this is 400 kV, this is DC, and this is also 400 kV double circuit line, AC. Okay, and this is also double circuit line, this is DC. Okay, here structures like this. This is the figure of a double circuit line. Okay, in double circuit line, we have here at this structure, if you see the structure, at this corner and at this corner we have the earth wires. Okay, one earth wire we call it as sky wire 1, another earth wire we call it as sky wire 2. Similarly here, this is double circuit line. Double circuit line means one set of power line is phase R by B, another set of power line is phase R by B. See here, see the order here. Here it is R by B, and the R by B sequence started from the top to bottom. Okay, in the other circuit, the sequence for phase R by B starts from the bottom. In the one it starts from the top. Okay, in the other it starts from the bottom. Okay, see this is a structure. This is the structure of the double circuit line. Okay, in a double circuit line we have 2 circuits. One circuit means in one circuit you have complete set of phase R by B and R by and B. In another circuit we have phase R by and B. Okay, so here in one circuit if the phase sequence is from top to bottom, in another circuit the phase sequence is from bottom to top. Okay, so in double circuit line you will find 2 earth wires. Okay, they named as sky wire 1 and sky wire 2. Together sky wire 1 and sky wire 2 together we call them as earth wires.